Hi, everyone. You guys still awake? Cool. So my name is Rob Ashe. I'm the new Vice President of North America from SignUp Software. Just joined the organization 2 months ago. I was most recently at Avanade, and before that, I was at Microsoft Corporation for about 14 years. I am from the tropical paradise, the Miami of the North, Fargo, North Dakota. And I am happy to be wearing short sleeves in October because normally I would be bundled up like an Eskimo. So today, I'm going to walk you guys through. I've got 10 minutes with you. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about SignUp Software in case you guys are not familiar with us. I'm going to give you guys some insights into my conversations with CFOs and COOs, our customers, and my experience in working with clients, both at Microsoft and in the partner channel. And then we'll talk a little bit about our solutions at an extremely high level because I'm a sales guy, not a technical guy. If you want to talk to the technical folks, they're going to be sitting here and probably heckling me. And then I'll tell you where to find us because we're located right over there, and we've got some events and stuff going on today. So, a little bit about SignUp Software. We've been in business for 25 years. We've been in the Dynamics business since about 2003. So our solutions are built natively for Dynamics 365, F&O, and Business Central. We've gone through a ton of growth, especially within the last year, going from over 100 employees to over 200, thanks to investment with our private equity partner, Insight Partners. We're a global organization operating in over 60 countries. We've got over 2,000 customers across our entire product suite, and we're based in Stockholm, Sweden. I actually got to visit Stockholm for the first time just a few weeks ago, which was extremely enlightening, and now my organization is spread out all over North America. So, first thing I want to talk about is the challenges of today's CFOs. So, when you think about the office of the CFO and the CFO in particular, they're trying to navigate an extremely dynamic environment. So there's all sorts of things going on in the world, whether it's the cost of capital, geopolitical climates, any sort of black swan event that's going on. The CFO is really being expected to not only make smart investments, manage money, manage risk, but they're also having to do this with legacy systems that don't provide them the ability to see the insights coming. They're very reactive, and if they haven't taken the prerequisite steps to move to a more modern environment, and they're really challenged to make the right investments now. When we think about what's being expected of them these days, they're having to lead the AI strategy. So they're having to not only define how much money we're going to spend on AI, what are the things we can do right away? We know that there's going to be impacts and disruption potential. We have to control risk because if you make the wrong investment, you don't take the prerequisite steps, maybe you open up more financial risk for the organization. Not only that, what I'm finding, and even talking to my own CFO, is they're having to also negotiate with their business partners to shift their mindset from what they used to do to what they're going to do. Same thing when we look at the COOs on the operations side of the house. They have similar challenges. If you guys remember the supply chain disruptions from about 3 years ago, they caught many organizations by surprise. At the time, I was working at Microsoft, and one of my customers was a large multinational organization that was trying to flip their entire supply chain overnight to a domestic supply chain where they were relying on their parts and suppliers from overseas, and they were having to try and flip their business overnight, making tens of millions of dollars worth of investment in new warehouses and facilities in the United States, simply because they didn't know when the supply chains were going to come back on. So these kinds of challenges, if you don't predict them, you have to react to them, and it makes it really difficult for those organizations to grow. So what this means is, for COOs, they not only have to adopt AI, they have to take their legacy processes and the people that are working in their warehouses and production facilities, they have to figure out a way to keep projects on time and on budget. Thank you for that, Kuhn. Kuhn was helping teach me more about some of the solution sets that we have, and specifically, how do they get more visibility into their supply chain so that they can mitigate those risks? So the future CFOs and COOs essentially have to have a crystal ball into the future. They have to try to understand what could be coming down the pike that could impact their organization. And the only way that they can really do that is with data-driven insights and solutions, but they have to make the foundational decisions now to enable their organizations to do that. And that's where we come in. So, is anybody familiar with Microsoft's rooms of the house analogy? You guys ever heard this before? So it originally started from Judson Althoff, who leads the sales and commercial organization, and he used this analogy to show where Microsoft solutions are relative to customers' businesses. So for us, we really focus on two specific rooms of the house. the room of the CFO, and the room of the COO. But there's also a third one, which is the CIO or CTO, because these technology solutions are also extending into their accountability as well. So we basically have two product families at SignUp Software. We have Xflow, which is our core product around AP automation. I'll talk through a scenario and a little bit of an analogy that I'm using to explain this to customers that are not super familiar with us. And then we also made a strategic acquisition of Extension, which is the COO suite. So this includes a bunch of different solutions that we'll talk about in just a second. So if you think these two broad categories, the finance side, financial automation, and then the supply chain and operations, which include everything from production planning, the document management for suppliers, really everything that they're trying to manage from an operations perspective. So I'll start first with the extension side of the house. These are all the different assets and solutions that we just purchased and are folding into this new production set. So this allows us a ton of visibility into a lot of really complicated environments for our customers. I actually just got to see a live demo of this for one of our clients not more than an hour ago, and seeing the amount of challenges that these organizations are running into and how easy it is to utilize this in our solution set. It was really eye-opening for me to see that level of detail in the new solutions that we have, but it's clearly solving a need and a problem that we have in our customer base. So I'll use an analogy. Is anybody not familiar and they're kind of a novice when it comes to the AP invoice process? Don't understand what it is? Me too. So my wife is not technologically inclined, and she was trying to explain when I got a new job what our company did. And so I explained it like this. Most everybody here is probably going to have some level of expenses that they're going to have from this conference, right? Is anybody looking forward to keeping receipts? Probably not. I'm not. I have to take some pictures and things like that, right? So when I think about what we do, imagine if your day job was collecting hundreds and hundreds of receipts that are getting emailed to you or they're getting sent to you in your mailbox, and your entire job is to process those things and put them into your system of record. That's basically the life of an AP clerk in most organizations. What we're finding is probably half of all invoices are still paper, fully analog. So we're trying to find better ways for them to digitize those processes and improve how fast and how expensive it is to process those invoices. So for us in Xflow, this is our core product. This is built natively into Dynamics 365. It already leverages your existing Dynamics investment. It does work in real time. There's no integrations that you have to do. It's native into the platform. It's not creating another system of record and another potential security risk that you have. It's already leveraging the existing infrastructure and investment within Dynamics. And it has a familiar UI, and we're leveraging some of the latest capabilities within the platform right away. So it wouldn't be a presentation at Summit without at least one placemat slide. So if you think, okay, these are all the different places that our invoice can come from. It goes into Dynamics 365. It goes through our product, Xflow. The Power Automate solution also makes sure that it's routing that to the right approver at the right time, so it's simple to use. You have Power BI so that you can visualize the status of those invoices. And the latest capability that we're including is Copilot. So then it also learns how you're coding invoices. And so it is actually learning more about your business and your use case the more you use the system, which is great. And again, this is all within Dynamics 365. So from a business outcome perspective, when you're moving towards automating your AP, it's significantly faster, better. You actually spend significantly less money per invoice. So it has a built-in business case for our customers. So if you're an organization that's deployed Dynamics 365 F&O and you're looking for more cost optimization, you're trying to get more value out of your investment, please come visit us and talk to us, because we can immediately impact what your system is doing to improve your bottom line, to make it easier for your people to do their jobs so that they can focus on more strategic tasks. So we have a ton of customers. We have over 15 on the enterprise side for Xflow. We've got some amazing customers, including Mattress Firm, F1, IKEA, Volvo. These are organizations that are multinational. They're very large, complex customers that have thousands and thousands of invoices, and they're realizing these benefits from utilizing our solution stack. Now, I actually just had the opportunity to speak with the founder of Velocio, coincidentally, right before this presentation, and it's cool to hear that they're still utilizing our solution. They're helping us sell it as well. And just a quick anecdote, they're saving 48 hours a month that their team can now focus on other more strategic projects and make sure that they're focusing on the right things as opposed to just being reactive the entire time. So, where can you find us? Very simple, right over there where it says level up your ERP. We've got a happy hour going on from 3 to 5. We also have Skee Ball, which has been a hit. I think the high score now is 42,000. But that might be internal. So we are giving away a Meta Quest headset over there, but it's really about the bragging rights. And I beat Kuhn yesterday. He had 30,000. I got him to 35, and that record stood for at least 4 hours, which I'm very proud about. So that's what I've got for you guys. Just a quick presentation. Please, if you're interested in learning more about us and our business, we'll be happy to talk to you over at the booth. But otherwise, enjoy the rest of your conference. Thank you for your time.